the pathway to actualizing your dream.
Okay viewers, it is time for us to have the debate. To my left hand side, I have the proposing team. Proposing team, please, can you stand up? Now ladies and gentlemen, this are the proposing candidates. Opposing, can you stand up? Now, let us see what they have to say about this topic. Please step forward, first candidate.
It is often said that behind every successful man lies a woman. Not just a woman, but a woman who is mentally, psychologically, and emotionally balanced. Good day, the moderator, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, viewers out there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Idris Zabia, and I'm here to propose a motion which states that female excision has done more harm than good for the following points of mine. Female excision, popularly known as female genital mutilation, is a family tradition that young girls between the ages of 0 to 15 undergo once in a lifetime. It is a procedure which involves the partial or absolute removal of the female external genitalia, otherwise known as clitoris, for non-medical reasons. During the 18th and 19th century, traditional practitioners who circumcise female children are those who have no proper knowledge of medicine and human anatomy. The rationale behind female genital mutilation is to preserve the virginity of the female child until she is married. Now, people say that any girl child who is not circumcised at that time is seen as unmarriageable and unclean. Common misconceptions during this period is that female genital mutilation increases sexual desires amongst women, and it also increases fertility and childbirth amongst women. As of 2017, over 27% of Nigerian girls were victims of female genital mutilation, and this led to serious health complications such as pelvic inflammatory diseases and other urinary tract disorders. As a way of curbing the situation, the then president of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan, signed a federal law banning genital mutilation in Nigeria. But some societies hold their culture and traditions dear to themselves, saying that the only way you can checkmate the virginity, the purity, and the virginity of a female child is to mutilate that female child. But I stand here to tell you that female genital mutilation is inhumane and a violation of human rights. Now look at this in this scenario. Have you thought of the psychological effect this has on the child? Have you thought of the trauma, the anger, the depression these people have to live with for the rest of their lives? It is time for us to all rise up to our feet and say no to this menace. It is time for us to say no to this thing that it is so deep into our society, causing problems in the homes of these female children, causing our young girls to be out of schools, causing our young girls to be mentally unstable, causing our young girls to have issues in their homes. You do not want to know the trauma these people live with for the rest of their life, owing to the fact that an important part of their body has been taken away from them, and they will never be able to have sexual satisfaction to its minimum. Thank you all for listening. God bless you. Thank you.
Good evening, viewers, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow housemates. My name is Okoli Vivian, and I'm here to oppose the motion which states that female genital mutilation does more harm than good, with a few following points of mine. Africa is one of the largest continents in the world. We are blessed with diverse customs and traditions. Customs and traditions are people's way of life. When you take away custom and tradition from the people, there is no life. Female genital mutilation is one of the traditional practices in Nigeria. In fact, about 28 countries in Africa practice female genital mutilation. Female genital mutilation encourages women to marry early. Do you know why? Women who adhere to the traditions of their community marry very early. Unlike the opposite, if a woman fails to adhere to the culture and tradition of his or her community, especially communities that practice female genital mutilation, they will not marry very early. We have this mindset that in Nigeria, in Africa, in some other part of the world, a woman is supposed to attain certain position in life and get married at certain age. And when she fails to do that, it has some effect on that individual. These involve lack of self-actualization, depression, social stigmatization, drug abuse, and it can also lead to suicidal attempts, and eventually it can also lead to death. In northern Kenya, men are not permitted to marry women that are uncircumcised. Imagine such a country when you have an increased number of females that fail to get married over a long period of time. That land becomes desolate. This is because these women are not giving birth to new generations. The beauty of life is multiplication. And when you fail to give birth to new generations, you will not have any generation to take over from the older generations. In economy, it affects the economy as well. There will be decreased population census, there will be decreased workforce, there will be decreased productivity, and there will be increase in poverty. A research conducted in 2017 confirmed and verified that female genital mutilation had some health benefits. It was confirmed that female genital mutilation has some health benefits. It does not involve the healthy tissue, it does not have effect on the healthy tissues of the female genitals, and it does not have a long-lasting effect on that female. It was also confirmed that female genital mutilation is not traumatic as the male circumcision. In England, the same research conducted in 1986 actually stated that female genital mutilation was also used to cure female mental illnesses. With this viewpoint of mine, I am here to convince you that female genital mutilation does more good than harm. Thank you.
You know, sometimes I wonder at humans. Sometimes I wonder the way we think. God created a woman beautiful, from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. He gave her everything that will make you a man desire her. He gave her breath and gave her a sensitive part between her legs that will give her satisfaction when she meets with the opposite sex. But some people gathered and rise up and said, let's cut it off. Are you all knowing? Are you calling God a fool who put that in there? Good day, Mr. Moderator, accurate timekeeper. My audience here, my viewers at home. My name is Ifetobori Ezekiel, and I'm here to propose a motion which states that female excision has done more harm than good. In addition to what my mate has said earlier, this female excision is in 3 stages. We have the type 1, 2, and 3. Now in the type 1, the clitoris is cut off totally. That sensitive part that gives pleasure to a woman is cut off. Imagine the pain. Imagine the pain that woman goes through. The type 2, not only the clitoris is cut off, the inner vulva, which also known as further majora, is also cut off also. My dear, imagine the pain. Now, I want you to imagine the pain. And then the third type, the clitoris is cut off. The major majora is cut off also. And then it is sewn up. Just imagine someone sewing up your mouth and shutting you up for the rest of your life, only for you to perform surgery to cut it open again. Ladies and gentlemen, this practice is barbaric. painful. In fact, I cringe at the thought of it. As a man, men's circumcision is very painful. You don't talk about of a woman. Come on, what are we saying? That practice is not to be encouraged at all. I put it to my opponents and that they have not gone through that particular practice. I put it to you, Ms. Vivian. I put it to you, Ms. Monica, that you have not gone through, and you will not let your children, your daughters go through the same thing. Because the pain and the mental picture it presents alone is enough for you to run and hide. It's enough for you to run and hide the younger ones. Your sisters, you won't encourage them to go into it also. People are fighting. If the president of Nigeria can come out, according to my meeting, and put a ban to it, then what are we saying?
Thank you.
With these 3 points of mine, I believe I've been able to convince my viewers at home and my audience here that female genital mutilation is not it. Thank you very much.
Hello, viewers. My judges, a great time keeper. My name is Cosmas Monica. I am here to oppose that motion which states that female excision does more harm than good. Female mutilation is a cultural practice that cannot and will not be stopped in our society. The initiation of a female child into a womanhood, the idea is to get the virginity protected. Let me take you to the significance of female genital mutilation. A research noted that 90% of women that undergoes female genital mutilation give birth successfully, while women that do not undergo this mutilation have the chance of death during childbirth, like 20%, like 2% chances of death. For instance, an adolescent who has conceived and the pelvic cannot develop, that child and the mother is under the risk of being dead. Female genital mutilation decrease the chances of unwanted pregnancy in our society. So with these few points of mine, I hope I am able to convince you that female mutilation does more good than harm.
Hello viewers, my fellow housemates, and of course the viewers out there. My name is Blessing Aboifo. In addition to what my colleague just said on the disadvantage of female excision, now I want to talk about the infection that comes forth with this. We have post-traumatic stress disorder, we have pelvic inflammatory disease, we have painful menstruation, we have HIV during sexual intercourse. During sexual intercourse, the female bleeds profusely from the vagina during sexual intercourse. So I want to add to it again that it is highly detrimental to the female genitals, that it is wrong in our society for the female clitoris to be removed. Thank you very much.
Good evening, viewers and my fellow housemates. I'm here to propose a motion that says female genital mutilation does more good than harm. Of course, it does more good to our societies. It represents holiness, it represents cleanliness, it represents faithfulness in marriages, it represents decent sexual behavior. Just imagine you as a man, you get married today and you find your wife with another man tomorrow. How would you feel? Bad, right? It's so bad because it's not good. It's tradition and it's religious and it ought to be respected. You can come today and tell me to change a tradition that has been practicing in ancient time. It's not possible. Let's take it medically. You talk of being infectious or being... Let me tell you, once such practices is being done, every brain or sharp object used is well stabilized. And no infection is being attached. And let me tell you secondly, it reduces the high risk of cancer to the vagina. I believe with this 3 points of mine, I'm here to convince you and not to confuse you that female genital mutilation does more good than harm.
Good day, viewers out there. Good day, Mr. Moderator, accurate timekeeper, and also good date official. My name is Emmanuel Naturu. I'm here to support the motion that says female excision, genital excision, has done more harm than good. It's just too obvious. Can't you see? Psychologically, you can see that you're having challenges. Are you there with me? Now, let's put it this way. Let's assume as a guy, like my opponent that just finished speaking. You get married today, and start having an issue with impregnating your wife. Only for you to find out from your doctor that you are infertile. Why? That somebody was holding a custom while you were so tender and actually did an act on you that's rendered you infertile. Would you be happy? Psychologically, will you be balanced? Mentally, I think you'll be disturbed. So, I will tell you this. The society is already filled with a lot of crime, confused people who are mentally unbalanced. We are running after the world who are growing and developing. We need technological advancement. Look at our society today. We need to grow. And this pain actually causes a lot of pain. Mental pains, not just ordinary pain. I think we need people who can mentally be upright. Think focus. We need girls who can walk straight. Girls who can as well appreciate their body. My colleague just asked you, are you questioning God? You're talking of holiness. I wonder why you thought of that. So let's not go and read the Bible. Why not just go? Let's mutilate all the women in the society so that they will become faithful. Is that what you prefer as a way of tackling misbehavior or improper desires? I think what makes you a person is self-control. So if you're talking about being balanced, you shouldn't be thinking about just going and cut off somebody. So if you don't want to see a girl so that you don't see, why not pluck your eyes out? So that you won't see a fine girl so you won't be tempted to go and fall for her. So please, let's cut that crap. And please guys, let's understand this fact. That thing is so detrimental. You expose us to a lot of pains. And what we need now is things that will build us mentally and help us to grow academically. And I think this process is harming us. Well, with these few points of mine and that of my amiable colleagues, my mates, I believe you are well convinced that this thing is actually giving us more harm than good.
Hello viewers, my name is Chigozie Abo. I'm here to oppose the motion who said that female mutilation has done more good. Now, in the world history, Bible did not condemn circumcision of woman. It is all recorded in the Bible. If you doubt me, read the book of Esther to the end, or read the book of Ruth to the end. They were all recorded that every person must be circumcised. Now, another point of view is, I want to use two people as a case of study. Amarachi, please stand up. Now, I want to ask you, I need your sincerity answer. Are you not being circumcised?
The man will be circumcised because you also are circumcised.
I'm coming. Hold on. You've answered my question. You are right. Amarachi, are you not being circumcised?
I've not been circumcised, and I should not be circumcised.
Yes, you don't.
Well, with this little bit of my point of view, I think I'm able to convince the audience and the viewer that a female genital mutilation has done more good than harm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard what the contestants have to say. But right now, we're going to be having the final blast. Opposing team, please select a member to summarize.
Good day everyone. Standing on existing protocols, I just heard my opponents talking about how female genital mutilation ensures holiness, righteousness, faithfulness. But have you read the part of the Bible that said When God created Adam and Eve and placed them in the Garden of Eden, He said they should be fruitful and multiply. How exactly can you multiply when the clitoris of the woman is cut off and she no longer pleasures in sexual desires? You also talk about female genital mutilation, making a woman not to have cancer. Seriously? Do you know that the mutilation of the female genitalia creates pathway for diseases to function properly? You also talk about female genital mutilation helping a female child to get married early in life. That means you're part of the people causing problems in Nigeria. Yes! Because a female at the age of 15 who is circumcised should not be married. I really don't know how we bring up points because I know that this topic is not even a debatable topic. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that female genital mutilation has caused harm in Nigeria more than good.
Finish them.
Still on the existing protocol.
Yes.
About female genital mutilation. Take a look at these women here. They are so depressed. This is because they did not adhere to their traditions, okay? And they are unhappy. Take a look at that woman over there shining. This is because this woman adhered to the culture and tradition of her community. Culture and tradition is inevitable. Every one of us here come from backgrounds, from ethnic group where we have custom and traditions. Go to the moon and sun. Custom and tradition is here to stay and is inevitable. Secondly, I have my opponents say that female genital mutilation introduces infection. During the ancient times, there is nothing like orthodox medicine. What we have was traditional medicine. Besides, those instruments used during those ancient times were subjected to fire, which kills the germs on that instrument. Since we do not have laboratories during the ancient time, how do you confirm that the infection an individual has is not from uncleanliness or malnutrition, but not from female genital mutilation? With these few points of mine, I strongly believe that female genital mutilation does good than harm.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. What do you think about what our contestants have said? You can go to Facebook and comment now, or you can log on to King's Prime TV and share your views. This is Cradle2Fame.
Cradle2Fame, the pathway to actualizing your dream.